Hey Cravers, how are you? I am so comfy and cozy right now. Mr. Wright got me this comfort set. I've been rocking this all day. You know what? I was going to get changed. I was going to get ready to come down to the studio. And I was like, you know what now? I'm being comfy. I'm being cozy. I'm rocking this. I got a hat on, no makeup. This is the real me. I've been loving this outfit. He gave it to me, what day did he give it to me? Saturday? I don't know. I wore it all day Saturday. I couldn't wait to put it on again today. And so, anyways, I'm looking and feeling super comfortable. I'm excited to catch up with you guys. Did I press record? Nope. Mm-hmm. Okay. Pressing record. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my favorite things. But first, I hate my life right now. This is the third time. I'm not restarting. You know what? This is what it is. This is the third time I've restarted this shit. I'm not starting over. Okay, I'm pressing record, but I'm not starting this YouTube video over again. Okay? Uncut, not edited. This is the real me. Okay. Today, I'm going to tell you about my favorite toys. But first, I'm going to catch you up on the lifestyle party that Mr. Wright and I went to 2 weeks ago, and also tell you all about his birthday mega weekend. That's what I like to say. It was such a great time, and I want to tell you a couple of things that we did. And then we'll get right into today. I have Rosie, I have Coco, I have Surreal, I have my magic vibrating wand. If you're not watching on YouTube, you should be, because I'm going to show you all of these toys. Because you know what? The holidays are coming, and I want you to too. So we're going to go over them today, and I'll share with you everything. Of course, you know, if you have any questions afterwards, you can always reach out to me over on Instagram at Midlife Craving, or comment over on YouTube. I try to respond to everyone, so hit me up. Like I said, the holidays are coming, and I want everyone to have amazing sex and good orgasms coming into the year 2025. Okay? I have to cough. The cool thing is I'm still sick. Not only that, I got a little bonus of an ear infection. And also, I kept telling Mr. Wright last week, I was like, my foot hurts. Like, 'cause you know, I sliced my foot open 2 weeks ago. And I was like, listen, I feel like there's something in there. I feel like there's glass. And last night, sure as shit enough, a piece of glass, I like picked it out. It like worked its way out of the bottom of my foot. I'm like, you know what? Hot mess with gravy. Mr. Wright was like, are you a hypochondriac? Like, do you have a lot of I'm like, listen, I'm just living my life. This is life with me, I guess. And I haven't been sick in a really long time. Since my tonsillectomy, since my hysterectomy last year, I've not been this sick. I mean, and this cough just will not go away. So hopefully it doesn't fuck up this episode too much, because I'm dying to tell you guys all about this Halloween party, Mr. Wright's birthday. And then I'm going to go over my favorite toys and share them with you, because I've been loving them and using them so much. So we'll talk about them. Okay, so the lifestyle party. I left off with you guys. We went to the Halloween party. Mr. Wright was Peter, and I was dressed as a pumpkin. Our outfits came together really well. If you follow me on Instagram, I shared the photo over there. It was so much fun. So we got to the hotel, checked in, and he helped me get ready. I put on those glitter freckles that Taylor Swift wore to the Chiefs game a couple of weeks ago, and those were super fun. And then one of our favorite couples came over. I helped her get ready. We went to happy hour, got a few drinks, and came back and then got dressed together and headed over to the venue. So like I said, our group rented out this venue. It was about 150 people. It was insane. There were so many people there. Lots of new faces, which was really fun. There was a photo booth. Oh, and they had like their opening door gift or whatever was these candy cock rings. That was a lot of fun. Actually, they're over at Mr. Wright's house. I need to remember to use those. And then we had 3 DJs, and my friend who I helped get ready and we did a happy hour and all that stuff with, she was like, Adrienne, can you help us introduce the DJs? So I had the fun part of, I kind of want to like say it was like being a ring girl, where when the next DJ came out, I had like these glow sticks and light up sticks, blinking lights, and I was like working the room, and I was like, next DJ, come. Like 3 of us like walked up, and we got on stage. I know Mr. Wright's cracking up because he's like, I was like, I had so much fun going on the stage, and he was like, Adrienne, the stage, because it was just like one one step up. But you know what? I was up there and all the room was looking at us. So anyways, it was so much fun. We had a really great time. The one thing I want to say though, and I was telling Mr. Wright this, is I was like, we need to get better at working the room, getting to know other couples. Because I feel like we haven't done that because we're having so much fun together or with people that we've already connected with. I feel like the next event we go to, which the next one that we're hanging out with our crew is, we're going to Tiesto, which will be a lot of fun. And that's actually not really a social event, but the next social event, like a happy hour or a meet and greet, I told him, I said, listen, we really need to focus on getting to know other couples and working their room, because we haven't been doing that. But it's just really fun to be so free and to enjoy each other and to be around sex positive peeps. It's been a lot of fun. And Mr. Wright and I did it up, had a blast. It was a really good time and fun to see everybody. And the costumes were off the chart. Like, it's funny. I was telling Mr. Wright on the way down there, because he was like, I'm so excited. Like, the anticipation and excitement that builds before a lifestyle party is like none other, because you just don't know what's going to happen, right? And you're going to have sexy fun with people. You may hit it off with a couple that will lead to more. You don't know. And the one thing I will say about lifestyle peeps is everyone there is all in. And what I mean by that is everyone does the most. They work really hard on their costumes. Everyone's going all out. And I think the best part is everyone is there to let it rip. Okay? I mean, the party, the atmosphere, the vibe, the energy of that space and that room and everyone in there is off the charts. Like when you go out with your friends and it's like, oh, I'm tired, or I got to go get the kids. No, with lifestyle, everybody's there to party hard. Like, everybody's all in. And there's just something about that. I've noticed that before. And I was telling Mr. Ray, it's like one of my favorite things. Like, everyone's there to fuck some shit up. You know what I mean? And it's just an amazing energy and really fun to be around. So like I said, we're going to work on navigating and meeting other couples more. It's so interesting to me because, as a unicorn in lifestyle, I could just go anywhere with anyone, and then if I had a connection with a couple, I ran with it, right? And now, Mr. Wright are in this together, and we're learning other couples together, and our attractions with other couples are different. And that elusive foursome connection that my friends have talked about for so many years, I'm seeing that now. And I think also, Mr. Wright and I have not played with anyone yet, and so we're very, very, very green. It's interesting because he'll say things like, Adrian, I know you've been around in this. I know you've been in this environment, but I keep telling him, I'm like, hey, this is all new for me too. I'm experiencing all of this new and again with you, and so it's been really interesting. I keep thinking to myself, like, what is going to be our first experience? Like, I'm very excited about that. We shall see, won't we? Okay. So let's talk about Mr. Wright's birthday, aka Mega Weekend. I just want to say too, today's the day, this is the first day we haven't been together in, oh my God, like a week. And his Mega Weekend kicked off on Friday, and time evaporates with him. It's just so funny to me. Like, it's just so easy with him and so fun, and we just get along so well. I just can't even believe that, like, the weekend's already over. So, okay, on Friday, I decided that I wanted to do pick a card, like what is the word? I don't know. Pick a card, whatever. Pick a card, let's go on an adventure. So I made all these cards, and the first one was blowjob or sex. And then the next one was where we're going to go to lunch. Like, I picked 2 places. So the first card he picked was a blowjob, which I was very excited and happy about. And so we did that, and then I was like, okay, let's go to lunch. Let's see where we go. And it was really fun. And he was like, Adrian, he was a little bit nervous, and he was like, I have a little bit of anxiety. I was like, don't you trust me? You can trust me. I'm not gonna, steer us wrong here. But it was so fun because I picked places that we wouldn't normally go, or things that we wouldn't normally do, or things that we've been like, yeah, we should go. We never had time for it. So we ended up going to this taco place, this gas station taco place, and we've been talking about it forever. We just never went. And he picked that card, and we went, and it was so amazing, like best tacos ever. And now, like, it was funny because he was like, this is going to be our new favorite Mexican place. I was like, hell yeah. It was so, so good. So lunch was delicious. And then I even had a card that said, afternoon delight with a nap. Because something that we like to do is like take a little afternoon nap together, just like recharge or whatever. And then the one card we didn't do, I had on there, go to Top Golf, go to mini golf, or go-kart racing. And like the day was just getting away from us. And the next card is something I really wanted to do, which was to go see Aaron at the sex shop. And so we finally did that together, and it was so much fun. Like, it was so fun to see all the toys and things we could explore together. And I'll tell you what we got. So we got a set of cock rings. I finally got the under the bed restraints where like it's like a crisscross under your mattress and you can restrain at the four corners of your bed. And I like it because it can stay underneath there and it's inconspicuous and no one's gonna know except for us and you. And then we also got a dildo. And what else did we get? Oh, I got some spray for my mouth, which by the way, I need to tell Aaron, wasn't a huge fan. I am a massive fan of the Flint's mints. If you get them, the key is to chew it up though. Like, that's huge. But that is literally like your saliva is just everywhere and it's super hot and it makes for a fantastic wet and messy blowjob. But I got the spray because Aaron was like, yeah, I love it. And I was using it and I was like, it's not doing anything. I was like, it's not doing anything. I just think it's fun to just try different things. And I was just like, oh, fuck it. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll give it another go. Maybe there's a tip or trick to it like there is with the Flint's mints where you have to eat the mint first. I don't know. But so we went to the sex shop and then I went ahead and made reservations at this really fantastic place for dinner. I knew he was going to love it. He's a big foodie. And we went there. We had a drink at the place across the street. And it was funny because, like, I know the day was really busy, but we had our nap and we caught back up with each other and had some afternoon delight. And, I remember I was sitting there and I was just like, oh, this feels so good. And I was so excited for him and to go over and have dinner. And we had a really good meal. And then he was like, hey, let's go to our favorite dive bar. When we got there, all of our friends were there and everyone was really excited to see him. And we did, shots, and we ran into the couple again that we met when we pulled their Jenga block, played darts with them, and we just ended up having a really, really fun night. The next day, it was funny because we really didn't have plans on Saturday. And he was like, what do you want to do? And so he made me breakfast in bed, which was really good. And then he gave me this jumpsuit that I'm wearing and he was like, let's just be comfortable today. And next thing I knew, we were like sleeping for like 4 hours. But you know what? It was really, really nice. We both needed that, like that serious downtime, just being lazy, checked out from the world, just rolling around in bed together, doing all the things. I keep a few things private, but just good sexy time in bed. And, it was really, really nice. We got up and got ready and hit up our favorite bars and played Jenga, darts, and just ended up having a really good time. Also, so at our favorite dive bar, it was karaoke night. And it was funny because I was telling Mr. Wright, I was like, I've never sang karaoke. I always joke around and say, like, if I do, I'm going to sing tequila because it's like one word, right? I have to sing tequila because if you've been listening to the show for a long time, I cannot sing at all. And so he was like, no, let's do it. And he went up and did it. And he was like, I'm going to sign us up. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. But as I'm sitting there and he's singing and doing whatever, there was this couple that came and sat down next to us. And I was immediately like, wow, like she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. She had really long brown hair, beautiful, like crystal blue eyes, puffy lips, just a gorgeous body. Her boobs were fantastic. I was just like, wow. I was just like in awe. And I was telling him, I was like, oh my God. And he was like, yeah. He was like, she's gorgeous. I was like, yes. Well, her date came over and complimented Mr. Wright on his sweatshirt. And I kind of like opened and I was like, hi. I was like, I'm Adrian. And we just like got to meet him or whatever. And next thing I know, and it was funny because everything, starts happening and Mr. Wright's up there singing with her date. And she's talking to me about him, and I don't want to say too much, but I will say it was like their second date, I think. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm not really sure." She went through a bad divorce, and she was just telling me a couple things, and she was like, "I haven't even kissed him yet, whatever." And the next thing I knew, she was like, "I like you," and I was like, "You're beautiful," and we're making out. And I looked over at Mr. Right, and he's like, "Oh my God." He was like, "Adrian, you're the only woman that I've ever been with or have known where like women want you more than me." I was like, sorry, I'm not sorry. I think it's just the energy that I have and the vibe that I give. I think like women are just really attracted to that. And I'm very attracted to a lot of women too. And she was so fucking hot. It was delicious. And I was just laughing and thinking to myself like, wow. And I know the whole bar was watching too, but I don't give a fuck. I was laughing because I was thinking, this poor guy, this is their second date. And she was like, "I haven't kissed him yet." She meets me, and 2 minutes later, we're like making out in the middle of the bar. But hey, you know what? When it's right, it's right. And so anyway, so then Mr. Wright signed us up for a song, and we sang "Summer Nights," which was actually like really cute and really sweet. And it kind of makes sense for us because, we met in the summer, and it was just a lot of fun. And so first time karaoke girl, I'm sure I'll do it again. And he was so much fun to watch that we'll definitely do that again. I don't know if it was him seeing me make out with her and also feeling her up, whatever. But that night we went to Pound Town. When I say it was like one of the hottest sessions, and he knows what I'm talking about. My mouth like drooling a little bit. There was just so many things, and we had an absolute blast. The weekend's still not over. So the next day we went over to our friends and we made them a drinking Jenga game. What do I mean by that? So I just buy like a Jenga game, and I write on the back of each block different things, and most that have to do with the couple that I'm gifting the Jenga game to. Inside jokes, funny things, like, hey, if you're a Redskins fan, because if they're a Redskins fan, drink 5. If you have, I don't know, just things that are particular to them or funny to us or experiences that we've shared, I'll put those on the block and then be like, finish your beer or whatever. And we had so much fun. We had a really good dinner and played drinking Jenga and a couple of other games, and it was just a really good time. Good peeps, good food. It was really fun. And also Katina made Mr. Wright his favorite pie, which is like this homemade Oreo pie with it was like this pudding filling. She made homemade whipped cream. I mean, Katina can fucking cook, okay? And it was so nice of her to do that for us, for his birthday. And so mega weekend was a success. I had so much fun. I kind of have like a happiness hangover right now. He texted me earlier and he was like, "Can we just start over at Friday again?" I'm like, right? Also, I sent him a weekend recap, which, by the way, I highly recommend doing that with your partner. It's a lot of fun. It's almost like being like a sex sideline reporter. Like, I'll say things like, "I love the way you did this," or "I'm looking forward to that," or "doing this made me think of that," and "wasn't that so much fun?" And, all the, and he was like, "I love your recaps." It's a lot of fun. So do that with your partner. I think it's a great way to keep things going, to talk about things you love and want to do again. And also, it's just a good confidence builder, I think, for both partners. Like, hey, I really like that. I really enjoyed that. And so, anyways, oh my gosh, I've been talking so much. I haven't even started with the toys. So let's get into my favorite toys, because seriously, I want everyone to have orgasms this holiday season. Okay, so let's talk about my favorite one on tracysdog.com, which is PCAT. And by the way, all of these toys that I'm going to talk about today, you can get on tracysdog.com. You guys know if you use code CRAVERS20, you get 20% off. Also, you have like a built-in expert. You can DM me, send me an email, midlifecraving@gmail.com. Hit me up on the website, hit me up in the DMs on Instagram, or comment if you're watching on YouTube. I know I really just care about, these toys. And I do think that, solo play or, play with your partner, toys really enhance everyone's lives. And they're so much fun. And if the world just had more orgasms, I think it would be a much happier and peaceful place. And so I'm out here encouraging that. And so please, ask me anything. I'm happy to share tips or tricks or give you recommendations for you. I mean, getting a toy is like one of the best gifts ever. So let's get into it. Okay, so PCAT, my favorite toy. I've used her twice today, actually. Let me just tell you, the thing that I love most about her is she's easy to use, easy to clean, and really fast. Like if I want to have like a long-term play, I'll use her magical 6th setting, which is my favorite because it edges you. I'm going to turn it on so you can hear this. But I love how I can just like turn her on. I usually put on the 3rd setting, which is like a straight up vibe. And boom, there you go. Like it's just so easy to use. The one pro tip I will give you for this toy is that you do need a little bit of lube, or make sure you have a lot of, you're pretty wet down there, because some people have said that it's a little bit too intense for their clit. So this is for my clit climaxers, which most of us are. And it's just a really great toy. Let me let you hear the 6th setting though, because it's magical. So this is the 3rd, 4, 5, 6. Here it is. Okay, so what that does is it like that break in the pattern there, it almost like edges you. It gives you what I like to call a pyramid or a stepladder orgasm. It's like this edged orgasm for just an explosive climax. Like I can't even tell you. So PCAT, my number one recommendation. She's easy to use. And also, as we're talking about all of these toys, I want to tell you, if you're going to gift one to your partner, give them the toy and allow them to explore it themselves first. Okay? Because the pressure when someone is like, oh, this is a new toy, use it for the first time in front of me, it's a lot, right? And so allow your partner to use the toy and get to know their body with it first, and then say, hey, show me what you have, tried and what do you like? And they'll be excited and confident to share that with you. Okay, so PCAT, my number one choice. For my beginners, I would say, and also I think for partner play, I'm a huge fan of Coco. She is small. She is small, but she is mighty. And what is the most amazing thing about her is that she is whisper quiet, okay? I will turn her on. I'll put her on the highest setting. You can barely hear this toy. Like you can barely hear this toy. And like I said, packs a powerful punch. Very easy to use with your partner. There's many different ways. I think my favorite is when I'm giving oral, I can hold this very easily on my clit. And again, it's quiet, so it's not intimidating. You know what I mean? So this is Coco on Tracy'sDog.com. And remember, for all of these toys, use code Cravers20. Get that 20% off. And Tracy's Dog does deals and stuff all the time. And it's on top of that, by the way. Okay. So while we're on the subject of beginner toys, easy to use toys, and also that's kind of like a bullet vibe, Tracy's Dog finally got their very first bullet vibrator, and that is Surreal. And what I love about this toy is it looks like a lipstick. Like the casing, the packaging, it looks like and even like the shape of it, it looks like a freaking lipstick. And so let's turn it on. Similar to Coco, she is super quiet too. Like, listen, you can barely hear that toy, and it is so powerful. She also has patterns, which I really like. And she's so small and really easy to use. I feel like, I haven't tried her with a partner yet, but I feel like with a partner, it would be just as great as Coco. So I'm a huge fan of Tracy's Dog's first bullet vibrator. Again, it's very sleek and sexy and easy to use. So this is Surreal. I would say for a beginner, this is a great toy too. And also you can insert both Coco and Surreal, right? Like these can be internal toys as well. Also, they're all waterproof, which I'm a huge fan of. Adult timeout in the shower, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit more of an advanced toy, which, and a new toy that Tracy's Dog has, which is called OG Pop. Now, if you're an OG craver, you know that my very favorite toy and what really introduced me to the Tracy's Dog brand and company was the OG Clit Sucker. It looks just like it, except for where the clit sucker is, there's actually like this ball, if you will. That's like the best way to describe it. Let me see if I can turn it on. If it's not too. Okay, there we go. And what it does is it's like a tapping toy. So this like circular area actually taps on your clit. You can hear it, listen. The one thing I will say, okay, so let's talk about this. So it fits, so it has a G-spot stimulating portion, which by the way gets super powerful and is amazing. And then it has this tapper for your clit. The one thing I will say is I like it on the last setting, and I want you guys to hear it. To me, it's a little loud. So they have different patterns. It's a little loud to me. But using it by myself, I have not used this with a partner yet. I feel like it would be a little intimidating for a newbie. So this is definitely more of an advanced toy for someone. But let me just tell you, this toy has brought me to climax faster than any other toy I've tried with Tracy's dog. And when I first got it, I was like, what am I going to do with this? Like, this thing's just going to tap my... And I put it on, I said, oh, okay. So, listen, the OG Pop. Highly, highly recommend. Okay, I got to move fast. We all know good old Rosie with Tracy'sDog.com. She is a fabulous toy for my clit climaxers that you must, the pro tip is you absolutely positively must use lube. She could be a lot. I want to show you a new rose that Tracy's dog just gave me, and I have not tried this yet. She's a little bigger, and then the circle is more open. So I'm very excited to try this toy. But Rosie, we love her. She's so soft and easy to use. I like holding her when I'm with a partner. There's many different ways to use her, and she does give you those earth-shattering orgasms. She too has that sixth setting, that, you know, bump, 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 and so I highly recommend. I'm actually going to use this toy when I'm done here. I'm going to try this out because I forgot that this was down here because I haven't used it yet because I wanted to show you guys. And so I'm actually going to use this as soon as we're done. So yeah, I'm very excited. But Rosie, she's a great toy. And also she's pretty and cute. And if you left it on your bedside table, it wouldn't be the end of the world, right? Because like, imagine Rosie on the edge of your table. Or, which is now, this is one of my very favorite new toys. It's the Magic Vibrating Wand Kit. But like, see the difference? Like, one really looks like a sex toy, the other doesn't. By the way, if you're not watching on YouTube, you're missing out. Okay. So what I love about this Magic Wand Kit is that this wand is made really well. It feels sleek, sexy, well made. It also packs a powerful punch. Reminds me a lot of Coco with how much vibration is in there. And it comes with these attachments, right? So this one I think goes on your clit. This one is it's like a butt plug, and it's like for your butt and for your clit, like, and it fits on to the head. Let me turn this off. It fits onto the head of the wand, which is really exciting. And I want to show you one, let me see, that I really have enjoyed and Mr. Wright and I have indulged in together, and that is like the anal bead one. And let me just tell you, like, the amount of vibration that goes all the way to the tip. If you're watching on YouTube, I mean, hopefully you can see. I mean, like, so it gets a little louder when you put the thing on, but like, it really does get a ton of vibration up there. And so I love this toy. This is also the toy I was telling you guys was laying on the floor when my cleaners came in. Whatever. Okay, I gotta wrap this up because, man, I cannot believe how time has flown. Okay, so, and I'm gonna go use Rosie. If you have any questions about any of the toys that I've talked about today, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to answer them all. You can hit me up on Instagram, on the website, midlifecravings.com, or email me, midlifecraving@gmail.com. I'm happy to answer any and all questions that you have. And I'm going to be back next week with Amanda for Ask Double A. Also, very exciting news, Mai is coming back. She wants to come back and talk about her dating dilemmas that's been going on with her lately. She's a single gal out there in the wild, and I'm excited to catch up with her. And I look forward to seeing you guys in next week with Amanda and in 2 weeks with Mai. See you guys later. Okay, I never know how to end the show, and I feel like so much time pressure and crunch because time's running out. Okay, let me turn this off.